Well, everybody, we're back on the Yamadog here. I'm going to start a little bit on the body work here. I got my sander. I'm going to sand through some of these layers of paint. I mean, looks like it's been painted twice maybe since original. So going to get to it and kind of see what it turns out to be, and then we'll just keep on keeping on. Here you can see here, looks like the last color, it might have been like a spray balm flat black. This kind of looks like a white over the original cream. So I'm just gonna see what lies beneath everything. Well, everything's coming off pretty smooth. And, you know, I'm not going to get everything off. As long as I know paint will cover it. I'll probably even do a little test strip here. Dust it with some paint and see how much imperfections I can see. I mean, this is a 10-hour start to finish kind of project for a birthday present, Christmas present for my mother. So I just want to get it presentable. You know, it's not going to be a full restoration, and throw some paint on there and make it look good. All right, well, I'm going to throw some primer in a spot here just to see, you know, how aggressive the sandpaper is, or, you know, how far I got to go. Because I don't want to go too far. I just kind of want to get this done. Okay, guys, now that gave me a good idea what this this body work looks like under just that rough sand I did. And really, it's not that bad. There's some pitting and stuff from some marks and everything, but I mean, for me to get this thing perfectly smooth and much, I'd have to skim coat it with some body filler, you know, and fix some of the fiberglass, but I'm not going to get crazy like that. I'm actually going to roll on Rust-Oleum paint. So it's going to roll on thick. It'll cover some of these impurities, and all the ones that it doesn't, I'm not extremely worried about it. This is just a make this look nice, presentable, and get it done type of paint job here. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I mean, before I do this, I'll probably do a quick wet sand over the whole body just to get everything uniform. But this is just knocking off a lot of old layers of paint. There's just paint flaking off from somebody spray painted it or did something. They just said, I'll leave it for the next guy. And, you know, sometimes that's okay, but the next guy's me. So I'll paint this and I'll leave it for the next guy. I'm just getting this sanded just smooth enough. I'll dust it with some primer, see how it looks. But, I mean, we're just trying to keep this easy and greasy, you know what I mean? We're just going to put a sleazy little paint job on it. So I'm not going crazy. I mean, this body is super solid for it being 40 years old. Pop off this little gem. Have to refurbish this and make it look brand new. Oh yeah, Yamadog, baby. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll it outside, blow off all the sanding dust and everything, and just give it a quick wipe down. And I'm just going to dust some primer on it just to see the high and low spots. And then I think I'm getting some good weather this weekend. I'll hit it with some wet sandpaper, and that's going to be it. You know, that's as far and as crazy we're going to go. I'm going to fix no body work. There's really no cracks or anything on this cart, but that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to get too crazy. I mean, I got to power wash, you know, some stuff like this when the weather gets a little bit warm, and I'm going to power wash, wet sand, prep for paint. Over the engine here. Well, I'm pretty stoked how this turned out. I got it primed up, just a light coat, just to see where I really need to take the wet sandpaper down and, get this thing smooth as I can for this quick little cheap paint job I'm going to throw on. Well, guys, today's the day. I'm going to start wet sanding on this golf cart here, and I'm going to use some 400 grit wet with a little sanding block, flexible, and get it ready for paint. I already got the rough stuff sanded off, and actually dusted the bumpers a little bit with some satin black off camera. Just some easy stuff. So let's get going. This is what the body looks all primered up. I'm just gonna use some 400 grit, wet sand it, and that's what I'm gonna call it good before we roll on our paint here. Dip my paper in. Just start sanding. Just trying to get an even surface so the paint will stick and hopefully cover all the flaws. Now that I got this front half done, I'm just going to rinse it off and continue on. I mean, I'm not going crazy. I mean, this is just going to be a quick paint job, and I'm going to get this thing done. Okay, I got the fans running. I'm just getting this thing super dry. I got it taped off. Just kind of a little fast and dirty paint job with some old newspapers. Kicking it old school today. So I just taped off what I thought I had to. And I'm going to run to the hardware store, get a couple supplies I need. And then we are about ready to start laying it down. Okay, I'm on the final stages here. I'm about to get painting. I'm just going to use some wax and grease remover and a lint-free cloth and just wipe down the whole cart. Okay, let's go over how I'm going to make this paint job happen and the materials that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using roll-on Rust-Oleum oil-based paint, and then I'm going to actually reduce it a little bit with some mineral spirits to get the consistency I like. And then I'm going to roll it on with a foam roller. And then when you roll on with a foam roller, you might not get the smoothest finish, but then right after that, I'm going to dip my tipping brush, foam brush, in the paint and just come back and just smooth that out with the foam brush. If I don't like that, I can always use the bristle brush. Now, this is an old technique used by professional boat varnishers, boat builders, to where they'll lay that on with the foam roller and then they'll just come back, and it can really look for a glossy, smooth finish if done correctly. We'll see if I do it correctly. First time doing it. I feel like I prepped everything, quickly, but for the purpose. So let's see if I can get this done. I made this little paint mixer out of some tie wire. Just dip it in here. And I like to come back with and make sure I got everything mixed up from the bottom. When I pour, I like to make a little spout, because I don't like my can getting all messy. So just make a little triangle like that, leave a tail. Rip some more tape. Another triangle. Tape it over like that. You can even come back with your scissors and, make it a little more refined here. Into here. I don't know how much I'm going to put in there, but seems good for now. Just going to add a little bit of this into there. I don't know if that's too much. Okay. It's seeming a little better to me. Could be a little runny, but I got to mix it some more. Just keep mixing it. Okay, guys, I'm going to start rolling on this paint. Got to get this foam roller saturated. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. I'm starting with the front too, so no excuses. So I don't have to get everything in the first coat. Okay, well the tipping wasn't working, so I'm just going to focus on getting a layer of paint everywhere. And then I'll go back with the second coat, whatever. So here's the first coat, and it's glossing up pretty good. We were learning what to do, and really, I didn't want to go heavy and get all kinds of streaks on, but it's going to take that second coat way better. So, so far, pretty pleased with it. It's working out well, and the tipping, it's just not going to be for me today. I don't know. I think I'll streak it out. Maybe that's just a little above my pay grade, but I'll leave that to the pros. But I got almost full coverage, and that's fine. This second coat should really take it up. I don't know if I'm going to be 2 or 3 coats, but I mean, for a little cheapy paint job, this thing's looking pretty good. Well, this came out pretty good. I keep nitpicking at it. I think I'm just going to stop for now. I think I'm actually going to drag it outside and just see how it looks in the sunlight. And, you know, hopefully I don't want to put one final finishing coat on and then risk ruining everything. So I'm just going to clean up, drag this thing outside, and kind of see how it looks. So here's how this baby looks. I drug her outside. It's got a little bit of a sheen to her. You can see my hand. A little orange peely, but pretty nice for a cart. Just a little roll-on Rust-Oleum, so it's all one piece, or all one color rather. Well, guys, there you have it. We got this cart all one color. It looks pretty good. It looks good enough for what I want it to be. You know, painting something that's 40 years old is always a little frustrating because you're not going to get it perfect. There's always a crevice or anything that, like, you just kind of sit back and go, do I want it good? How good do I want it? But, I mean, the paint laid nice. It even has a little bit of a shine to it. I'm good with it. It looks like a golf cart, which is pretty sweet to me. So I got the steering column all white. I have to work on the wheels, get them whited. I'm going to build a bed for it, work on some kind of seat backrest, and, you know, we're going to keep moving with this project. But this is going to conclude this video. I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Ty Slim. This is Ty Slim Vlogs. And as always, stay positive.